Hey folks, Matt Rabbit here, back in Medieval Minecraft, part, what is this, 6 now? Or 5? Whatever it is. Doesn't matter, we're doing a little short tour today. Um, yeah, that's basically it. I don't feel like building anything because last episode was, wow, that was big. And there it is, I haven't not done the, what I said I was going to do, but, it's just, I was going to do like a walkway going across it. But I don't know if I'm going to even do that at all now. So what I want to do, kind of tour what I've done here. A lot of it is I'm working little by little on each building, basically doing what we did a couple episodes ago, which is fixing old builds. Like, for instance, this barn was from, I think it was very early in season 1, and it was pretty terrible. And now we got a lot of new blocks, and it just had tons of torches in it, and it needs more work, but there's going to be a lot of buildings like that you're going to see around here. Buildings I'm renovating. A lot of these things, you see a lot of new stuff been added to the environment now. I took a lot of my existing market stalls, as you see these, basically placed them, and then just did like a changing the color thing. I still have to do, as you can see here, it doesn't match on the rugs I have in some of these, but that'll be coming along soon enough. Same here. I think this was like a blue top before or something like that. So let's go back to the beginning here. As you see here, I've actually got in some more buildings from past builds. This was from season 2, quite a long build, but we actually had it, yeah, in several different worlds in season 2 because I changed that map so many times. And I even did some work here on the front to add some lamps instead of other things. So short, quick tour, hopefully. So new lamps here, there. Oh, some of these you see, and I want, like, when you're looking into the city, to have some of these towers sticking up. I did a little bit of work on a couple other things. I added some more of these watchtowers from, again, season 2 around the environment. Grain silos, I added these trees in a lot of places you'll see. This is actually from season 1, this little setup I had here. Another copy of that warehouse I had over there. So you're going to see a lot of this repeated, but because of the way it is set up here, you're not really going to, it ain't going to look too repetitive. Here's another tavern. I think this is from season 1. I'm not even sure if I built this on air in season 1, but it's got to get fixed. In fact, that might even be pre-season 1. I don't remember now. But it's one of those things that's got to get fixed, just like we did with the other one a couple episodes ago. That one over there. So that'll be coming soon. I won't be doing that on air. In fact, I probably won't be doing too many more renovations or big builds on air. I think I might actually be reshaping the show a little bit. It'll be occasionally small builds. What they will be, I don't know yet, but when I have an idea. But mostly it's going to be, things will be spaced out and a little more intermittent. And I'll probably just do a lot of those short tours of new things I've added to the environment. So it still looks a little sparse around the environment though, as you can see. We're still sort of in the general area of the front gate. The main road is really the only one that's going to be out of that white clay. And it's going to take a little while to render in some of the stuff in the background because I'm recording at the same time I'm touring it here. But you're going to see some new buildings. These trees and stuff you see scattered around. These are also from season 1. I made a lot of trees with the MCEdit has like a tree creator. You can make big trees. And I think some of these look nice around the environment. I actually have much huger trees if you remember that. Well, you might see it in my playlist from season 1 somewhere with the huge trees. I didn't put them in here. They're going to be reserved for another area of the map. But I did add some like that size. So I raised this. I think I was mentioning that someplace. Adding a few more little small roads here and there. Again, that same tower. Now this is one building I redid. Completely redid this building. This is just recent. If you had seen it before, you would be like, wow, this is quite a big difference. It looks a lot better now than it did before. If I remember right, I'll try and get some footage of what it looked like before in here also. If I remember. I may not remember, but let's take a quick look from the outside. I mean, it's a lot better now than what it was, but it was, remember, a simplistic building from actually before Season 1, and now we have all these new blocks, and you can do logs on a you know, basically sideways, and it didn't have a lot of that. And the inside was lacking in a lot of things, and I think this improved it a little bit. Because even some of the placement of the pictures didn't quite look right. And I even renovated some of those areas down there. I'll show you that in a little bit. But there were some sleeping areas there, and I added this in now because it looked out over the front porch area, but it's so much wasted space, so I put another sleeping area in here. So let's go here. I renovated this room a little bit, changed the desks and stuff around, and now let's go up real quick. Yeah, I decided to change this to brick for most of it. That tower out of the back, I don't know, it just seemed to lack in color, so, and change the brick there. Trim things a little bit differently in here, put some little doodads in here, and these two side areas, which were basically before just didn't quite look right. They look a lot better now. So let's just finish the little mini tour, and probably if you're watching this in a playlist, there'll be a more updated one months from now. But if you're watching this at the same time I'm uploading this, then yeah, well, this is current, but again, more trees, that library build from Season 1, which is, again, one of my more popular videos. I don't know, I had like 10,000 views or something like that. And you'll see a few things scattered around the environment, like, yeah, this windmill, some more trees, and off this away, it's, I had some mountains, kind of the mountains that are ringing this whole area surrounding the city. I thought it would be kind of neat to put in some of the other builds and some more trees kind of scattered around. So I did put a couple of those larger trees. I do have to work on this area down here, as you can see. I'm going to probably remove some of that land there. It doesn't quite look right. And this is also from Season 1, this build. I'll have to think of a way to actually make it somehow reachable from the ground. I really don't know how to do that yet. Probably some sort of inner way getting there through a mine system or something. But that's more of like a decorative building anyway. It really didn't serve much purpose, practical purpose. There wasn't much inside of it. And that's really about it for what was added. So let me get to the other side of town really quickly here. Alright, well, I just moved some of these buildings a little bit in the roadways I had going this way. This is another building that's going to need a lot of renovation, but this is from Season 1. Actually, this might have been also pre-Season 1. The cathedral I built, and that episode is now lost to us since I deleted those. And added a whole row of some of those large trees there. I will be, yeah, renovating that particular cathedral down here. Some of the buildings I showed you previously. But there's going to be multiple cathedrals here, because you're going to see the other cathedral, the larger one from Season 1, in a few minutes here. Basically, I wanted these roads to line up. That building there with some of the other ones. Okay, I had to pause the video to let it kind of catch up here, because, again, the main road going in, again, let me pause. Now, I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to do it or what I'm going to do yet, but there'll be something here, some sort of a fountain probably. More of those trees. you let the other cathedral come in. And just a couple more other buildings here and there on the outskirts. I showed you that. I may have showed you that before, the apartment buildings. And, this is, just the cathedral from Season 1. Not really much work we had to do there. I did change the inside because I had a custom texture from the previous season, or the previous, for that first season there, that was a little different. But other than that, not much else has changed. If my computer can catch up, that'd be great. Unfortunately, my desktop resolution is basically at 1080p, so I'm recording everything at 1080p, even though I'm only making the video at 720, so it actually is a huge drain when I'm trying to... So this is actually almost no different than my previous computer, which was much, much weaker. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, it's having problems rendering in the environment, the new chunks, so I'm better off just pausing and then unpausing. See, like that. So when it all comes in, and that's basically it. I'm going to do a lot of landscaping work on this one. I want there to be a lot of hedgerows and stuff in here, do something different. I have an idea, again, from another picture I was looking at, of what I might do. But that's about it for the mini tour. Basically, just all buildings I've added from previous seasons. So it looks a little more fleshed in. And you'll see these buildings again, a lot of them. This is a pretty large size for the city. But we're going to be doing a lot of, obviously, new buildings. And each building will be a tour. So, again, I'm not really sure what's going to be happening in the future on the channel. But I'm leaning away from long, big builds. And even though I like the fact that people liked the previous build and some of the other previous large builds I've done, it's just a heck of a lot of work to do, and I don't actually think too many people are making them. I think people just like seeing them, so it's just a matter of maybe just showing it, making it a little bit a shorter episode rather than rambling like I tend to do. Yeah, but yeah, that's it. Alright, I'm rambling. Adios, folks.